You know that awkward, relatable moment when your friend finds a rainbow contraption that apparently stores all the colors for the world, and then you accidentally break it and now there's no color for the world anymore? Okay, now imagine that, but as a YouTube art challenge. Hi, I'm Hoppy, and I have a somewhat popular series of me drawing your YouTube comments. I also draw comments and shorts as well, which is why I recently added a wheel full of challenges to spin for every drawing in my long-form videos for this series. But I decided to remove the wheel since the ideas were bad. I want to instead have a unique topic for each of the videos in this series. So, sorry wheel. Anyway, this might turn out as a nice way to challenge my creativity or end up with me hating everyone and everything, including myself. Alrighty, let's go! I don't think this is what you meant by them playing with each other, but playing with toys with my childhood, so deal with it. Because unlike kids nowadays, I didn't grow up emotionally attached to an iPad. I grew up with a Kindle Fire. Also, you might have noticed something different with the time-lapse. That's because I finally got Procreate UE, which you might have seen in one of my shorts. So now we don't have any more rapid zooms and it's much easier to see what's going on in my speed draws. But let's talk about the drawing. It's easy to tell what's going on. I made the frog destroy the teddy bear, and I wanted to make the bee cry at first to show more emotion in the scene, but that would have been sad, so I made her excited. Like, yeah, destroy the teddy bear! And about the colors, I was basically just guessing halfway when using the color wheel, because I kind of memorized it, but I also couldn't memorize everything. I just knew the yellow was the lightest color, but the shading was hard because I use usually the same tone for everything, except I just make it slightly lighter or darker-ish. I'll put an example up now. But yeah, it all looked the same when shading. It was hard. Besides that, everything turned out basically the same and it looked pretty cool. And also, Procreate is better than Photoshop. It's way easier for beginners and way less expensive. Like seriously, for the price it's awesome. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Anyhow, here's the reveal for the drawing. Besides some of the liner, it actually doesn't look that bad. I would change the yellow to be less bright and the green to be less muddy. The highlights just look horrible on it. But otherwise, it looks pretty good. Solid 7 out of 10. This one's ironic. An undersketch is basically a rough sketch that I create so I have an idea of what I'm gonna draw before I actually draw it, specifically for time lapses. So I don't spend the first 5 minutes of drawing trying to find a pose that I'm happy with, then giving up halfway because I thought the arm wasn't good enough. Oh, hi, cat. Hi, baby. Hi, kitty. You wanna say hi? You wanna say hi? No, Mittens is not that talkative. I wanted to use the undersketch like a reference, like I usually do, but the illustrations sucked at first, so I traced the undersketch, which I don't usually do. It still counts as my drawing since I traced my drawing. Anyway, I wanted to share that because I thought that was funny. Anyway, I imagined her as a funky person, you know, like art teacher energy, you know. I used the wheel from the thumbnail as reference with the ink drop tool, but since I still couldn't see the colors, it still counts. So yeah, so basically I just picked a random section of a wheel and hoped that it was a good color. As you can see, I made wheels on her skirt, but I'm upset because I could have made the wheel her skirt. Like, you know? I'll put an example. Now it's time for the reveal. Part of me says the color scheme sucks and there's not enough red and most of the skirt is white. But honestly, I think this is what she would look like. This is your average middle school art teacher. 4 out of 10. I have a confession, everyone. I never drew Sonic or any of the Sonic characters. I know, just cancel me already. Okay, jokes aside, when I think of Sonic, I think of the Sonic Snapcube fan dubs. So I drew this scene based on this clip.
Whoa. Whoa! Those things look so sick, it makes me want to bark like a dog! See, wasn't that cool? See ya! Sonic, wait.
I mainly drew it because it was clean, it had Sonic and Shadow, and it's funny. The drawing is kind of bad though in my opinion, but it does give off a vibe that I think only this style could capture.
And they look so silly.
But I think because of the Snapcube fandoms, I have no clue what the lore for Sonic is. All I know is that the egg hates the blue ball. Too busy with Kirby lore. The colors are kinda off, but that's it. 6 out of 10. In conclusion, they all kinda suck, but was fun, and I'm still getting used to Procreate.